Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. to hear and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. a bit of fun till our downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
invincible.
my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Be faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep. like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength, now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules, my life destroyed, a life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Superhero. superhero.
dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. We search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. You're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. You're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for the stars. I wonder where you are. Oh. Yeah.
like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Hello.
Burning the bridge that
Good evening, everyone.
I'm here and I'm feeling.
Thank you for joining
Exaggerated, that's what
this
you
session.
us. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighs the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all,
First guys from
fearless.
nice place in educational medical education. Teaching experience of 40 years. The main objective for our session is that we try to guest speaker. You all guys are welcome to have your questions. You can ask your questions by just asking, typing your question in our chat box. We have a question answer session later on. So with this intro, I would like to hand over the session to our guest speaker. So let's hear directly from our speaker. So K.K Mallik sir, thank you.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night.
Thank you for the answer.
Like the sunrise, you know we gonna need it.
Full stop. But see, some of the queries by new friends. The view of you wanted to know how I became a surgeon. So naturally it is a general question, so I must answer this question.
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back
In
now.
my class
You know that
I
there's no
wanted to be
room
an
for
engineer.
doubt.
I never wanted to
No,
be.
we can't turn back
And
now.
I was interested in all
danger
auto
in
problem, mechanical problems.
They
If
know
there is a
we'll
war,
burn
there is
down the
bicycle war,
night.
something like that.
Only
If they
just
go
like
out
the
of order, I wanted to
sunrise. You
help.
know that we
So everybody in the
gonna
family
need
was knowing that I am a mechanic in that
we
sense
gonna
and
let
teacher
it
as well.
tonight. We gonna
But once my father and he visited me, he saw that I am interested in going to? Then he asked me, what do you want to be, why do you want to be an engineer? What's your idea about it? I said, I'm interested in this. He said, okay, if you become an engineer and if you don't get any job anywhere, then what will you do? But if you become a doctor and no job is there, still one step is enough for you to earn your bread. And I don't think you should go with this. That was a turning point. So then when I came to the college, medical college, in certain subjects like anatomy, biochemistry, community medicine, and surgery, I got the highest marks. And ophthalmology, of course. So I had a chance of going anywhere. But somehow or other I thought, if I join these subjects, then I will have no relation with my status. I will have to leave my status. That was my thinking at that time. As a student, I thought, no, I should not leave my status. If I become and for becoming a surgeon, I must become a good physician. If I don't become a good physician, I cannot be a surgeon. So that was anyway, so that was the thing, how I became a surgeon. Then some of you wanted to know that after the undergraduation, how will you become a surgeon and in which specialty you should go. The first thing, as far as surgery in broader sense is concerned, surgery has many ways, like general surgery, IMT, gynae, all are related to surgery. As far as your PG is concerned, you can go for PG in these subjects. But if you wanted to go for super specialization, then you will have to do it. That must be very, very high quality. You cannot do it alone. You must have a good team. So generally, after doing these super specializations, you have to join some institutes. And such type of institutes in Nepal are few and far between, and slowly they are saturated. So if you want to go abroad, otherwise it's very similar. If you go for first, you should become if you want to become a surgeon in any discipline, whether general surgery or ophthalmology, branch has got its own value. So that depends upon your own choice. And that is still what is something Nepal is really going about. Okay. Then interestingly, one of you have asked about the diagnosis of appendicitis without using ultrasound. I am teaching for last 40 years and I am only concentrating on this problem. Acute appendicitis is one of the common problems in the society, and the real key of diagnosis is a very good history and a good physical examination of the patient. I am sure 90 to 95% of the patients you will diagnose with just by your eyes, ears and hands. That you can do, and you should have confidence in your findings. Otherwise, if you are still unsure, or nowadays also, if you don't go for investigations, questions may be asked later on if some legal problem arises, that what investigations you have done, why you have done not the investigation. The best investigation in such case is CT scan. CT scan has got about 95%. So you can, but that is costly affair, not available everywhere. So I say still so. Okay, ultrasound is there. It will mainly exclude differential diagnosis, and the confirmation of appendicitis is not good as far as let us come to the this cancer problem. Cancer as such, it is nothing coming from outside. It is in our body only. It is a natural thing. Our body cells, they are like a boy with family. As the boy, maybe a good boy, a bad boy, or a notorious. Just like the cells of our body, if they are good, they follow the rules of the body, the biochemical instincts of the body, and they divide accordingly according to the need of the body, division of the cells of the somatic cells. But if they are like bad boys, they don't follow it and they start dividing without the need. If there is no need of division of the cells, they still divide. But since it is not notorious, they are bad only, so they have some respect for the parents also. So if they are seeing the parents are of the list, they become try to be a good boy. So like that, these cells are over dividing into tumors, into swelling, but it is not so much dividing that it will take the shape of malignancy. So they become just like a benign. But like the notorious one, they never hear that time, they never they do not want to be restricted by the social rules and regulations. They can do anything. So like that, if the cells behave like that in the body, they become out of control and there is no control on their division, and because of these irregular, unwanted divisions, tumors occur, and these tumors go on increasing, and then they go to other places which is known as metastasis, maybe either direct or by other routes, lymphatic routes or hematogenous routes, or even by the peritoneal route. They can spread to other places, and where they go, there also they start behaving like that, and they just divide there, which are known as secondary. So these secondary, sometimes they are more notorious than the primary. So this is the now come to carcinoma of the colon. Carcinoma of the colon is third most common cancer in the United States. Why we say United States or any other country? They have got some statistics preserved. Whereas in our part of the country, whether it is in India or Nepal or other countries, developing countries, they have not got, or they have now started collecting the data and keeping it as records. Otherwise, we are still groping in the darkness. So this carcinoma of the colon, I shall try to tell you in parts. So first we will go for the overview, and I shall explain it by a few slides. So let us see, come to the slides, then I shall explain. So here in this slide you can see, usually when the question of carcinoma of the colon comes, then comes whether it is cancer of right colon or left colon. sometimes they confuse what is right colon and what is left colon. Colon, there is only one colon. It has got different parts like ascending colon, hepatic flexor, transverse colon, splenic flexor, descending colon, and sigmoid colon, etc. But what is this right and left? Now here you can see ascending colon, hepatic flexor, and proximal two-thirds of the transverse colon, they develop from the mid-gut, while the distal one-third of the transverse colon, splenic flexor, descending colon, sigmoid colon, rectum, and superior anus, all these develop from hindgut. So the developmentally they are different. So naturally, the first one we see right colon mostly falls on the right side of the body. So, as I told you, the metastasis of these or distant metastasis or even to the lymphatics, they are different in right colon and the left colon. And their presentation is also different as far as clinical features are concerned. Next. किसको इससे now the thing is, the latest is the researchers have identified a new gene that is essential to colon cancer growth and found that inflammation in the external environment around the tumor can contribute to its growth. So that means if this new gene which has been found is present in the person, okay, so then if any tumor occurs and around this tumor inflammation occurs, that is the external environment, then this tumor will grow and grow, start further growing. Colon cancer, basically they develop from polyps in the colon's inner lining. Inner lining means the mucosa, the mucosal lining. So this is the starting point of the colon cancer. Lifestyle choices that are risk factors for colon cancer. So before I am telling about the risk factors, you should know that these risk factors will also help you to understand the prevention of the cancer, how to prevent or minimize the chance of developing colon cancer. So you must see these points. So these points are risk factors also, and avoiding them can prevent things also, prevent the colon cancer also. So smoking is the first thing. Using tobacco products, including chewing tobacco and e-cigarettes, increases your risk of developing colon cancer. So you can see this is the risk factors. So if you don't use this thing, some chance will be less for happening of the colon cancer. Next is excessive alcohol use. Now the thing is why it has been added excessive, because you know these points have been written by Britishers and Americans. So they know they cannot live without alcohol. Whereas in our part of the world, the weather is not like that, that we cannot live without alcohol. So if we don't use it, it is better to prevent cancer of the colon. But they have made a regulation for themselves. In general, men and pupil A.M.A. assigned men at birth. When the child is born, at that time we don't know whether it is male or female in some circumstances, then we had to know it is more men or more female. If it is more male type of things, we assigned it, we tell it as A.M.A.B. And so, in these persons, when they become adults, they should not take beverage, alcoholic beverage, more than 2 servings a day. So, up to 2 servings, if they take, there is not much chance of developing other than the normal chance. Women and pupil AFAB assigned female at birth, they should limit beverages containing alcohol to 1 serving a day. If light alcohol use can increase your risk of developing cancer. Okay, so you can know if you don't take alcohol, it is better for you to prevent the carcinoma as such, or especially in carcinoma colon. Obesity is another problem. Eating high fat, high calorie foods may affect your weight and increase your risk of colon cancer. So, if you can avoid obesity, and how you can avoid obesity is first is the diet, which you are seeing here, and next we will come and then see what other things are there. Having a diet that includes lots of red meat and processed meat. Processed meat includes bacon sausage and lunch meat. Healthcare providers recommend limit red meat and processed meat to 2 servings a week. But if you avoid it at all, I mean, don't take it at all, then naturally you will be more on the safe side than taking 2 servings in a week. Not exercising. Naturally, obesity, after diet, exercise is the most important thing. Any kind of physical activity may reduce your risk of developing colon cancer. What a great thing. So, all these things are in your hand. If you want that you should not have carcinoma of the colon, you can avoid it to a great extent. Cancer of the colon is a highly treatable and often curable disease when localized to the bowel. That means if it is in situ or in more than the situ, it is localized to the bowel alone, not going to the lymphatics or not going to the distant metastasis, then chances of the cure will be very, very high. Surgery is the primary form of treatment. Surgery is the primary form of treatment and results in cure in approximately 50% of the patient. This is in all, whether localized or metastatized to the distant places or even to the lymphatics. The overall chance of survival is 50%. Now the question is recurrence following surgery. If surgery is done and there is recurrence of the cancer, it is a major problem and is often the ultimate cause of death. So that recurrence, if it happens, naturally it will happen to those group who are not avoiding such things as you have seen, the diet and the exercise, all these things. Prognosis. What is the prognosis? So here it differs. For colon cancer, the overall 5-year survival rate for people is 64%. This is overall rate. Okay, now we go step by step. If the cancer is diagnosed at a localized stage, when the tumor was localized to the bowel, it was not metastasized or not gone to the lymphatics, the survival rate is 91%. So this 5-year survival rate, instead of 64%, it will become 91%. If the cancer has spread to the surrounding tissues of the bowel or organs and or the regional lymph nodes. So you are seeing and or to the regional lymph nodes. The 5-year survival rate will become from 91%, it will go to 72%. Okay. But if the colon cancer is spread to the distant distant parts of the body, the 5-year survival rate will be height will be only 14%. So once it goes to the distant parts of the body, you can see the 5-year survival rate. That is terrible. So we must be very particular about all these things. Now come to the rectal. That was the colon cancer, rectal cancer. Why we are talking about the rectal cancer? Since colorectal cancer, that cancer in the lower part of the colon and the upper part of the rectum is very common. So for rectal cancer, the overall 5-year survival rate for people is 67%. If the cancer is diagnosed at a localized stage, the survival rate is 90%. If the cancer has spread to the surrounding tissues or organs or the lymph nodes, the 5-year survival rate will become 73%. But if the cancer has spread to distant parts of the body, the 5-year survival rate is 17. So more or less, both the rectal cancer as well as carcinoma of the colon, they follow the same prognosis, more or 2-3% this side or that side, but overall it is the same thing. Medical conditions that increase the chances of colon cancer. So the risk factors or risk medical factors. First is the inflammatory bowel disease. Inflammatory bowel, in short, we say it IBD. IBD. People who have conditions like chronic ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease or Crohn's colitis, which cause inflammation in their colon lining, that is mucosa, may have an increased risk of colon cancer. So you are seeing the chronic inflammatory bowel disease going for years together, there is more chance of developing carcinoma of the colon. The risk increases if you have inflammatory bowel disease that lasts more than 7 years and affects large parts of your colon. So two factors are there. One is the duration and another is the extent of inflammation. So if inflammation affects the large parts of the colon, more chance of developing carcinoma is there. Then some inherited conditions are there. Certain conditions like Lynch syndrome and familial adenomatous polyposis, they increase risk of developing colon cancer. So these inherited conditions are there which increases the chance of colon cancer. Colon cancer may happen if one inherits a gene that causes cancer. In the beginning, I have told you about this gene. So that was the genetic fact. A family history of colon and other kinds of cancer. Sometimes what happens, this gene is inherited, but fortunately, it comes just after the birth of the child. Okay, so it is not coming from the parents, not coming from the, so it comes only after the birth of the child, and then when the person becomes adult, it can cause development of the carcinoma of the colon. A family history of colon and other kinds of cancer, if a close family member has colon cancer, you have an increased risk of developing the condition. Naturally, the family history is important, as you all know. Close family members include your biological parents, siblings, and children. Okay? So, if they have got any history of carcinoma of the colon or any other carcinoma also, then we have got more chance of developing cancer colon. Risk may be higher if any biological family member developed colon cancer before the age of 45. Naturally, this cancer, as you know, usually occurs after the age of 50. Usually after 50, colon cancer is seen. But if any in the family it has affected any person who are biologically related to us before the age of 45, then our chance of developing colon cancer becomes more. If your parent, sibling, or child has an advanced polyp, you may have an increased risk of colon cancer. So, this word again, you will have to see advanced polyp. What is advanced polyp? So, we will come to that. What is advanced polyp? Multiple polyps. People with numerous colon polyps, not single, but multiple polyps, including adenomas, serrated polyps, or other types of polyps. They have often have an increased risk of developing polyps and colon cancer. So even adenomas becomes polyps and colon cancer. People may inherit a tendency towards having many colon polyps. So this is a again inherited thing. If it is in the family, it may come to the person also. May, not always. Now, what is this? An advanced polyp. I talked earlier. First, it may be a large polyp, but only becoming large is not an advanced. Advanced polyp may be a large polyp, and medical pathologists may characterize a polyp as being advanced if they see certain changes in the polyp when they look at it under a microscope, which are signs that the polyp may contain cancerous cells. Okay, so the advanced polyp we will say only if the pathologists give the report that it is containing some cells which simulate cancerous cells. Then only we say it advanced polyp. Okay. Now the common symptoms of colon cancer. The first is the blood in your stool. The Americans say it poop. Other things from hemorrhoids to anal tears to eating beets may change your poop's appearance. So these are the things you will have to be particular that blood in the stool does not mean the patient has got carcinoma of the colon. The more other conditions where you can find blood, commonest is hemorrhoids, depending upon the age of the patient. Anal tears may be there, and sometimes even eating beets. If you eat beet, there will be no bleeding, but it will change the color of the stool, and the patient may think that there is blood coming in the stool. So you will have to take the history if patient has taken any beets or not. But it is always better to check with a healthcare provider anytime if one notices blood in or on the stool. So naturally, you will have to consult the person when you are going to the public field and to make them aware. If you are posted in some health post, some primary rural center, primary health center, then it is one of your duties is to make the patient aware of certain things which can be prevented, which are preventable to a certain extent, not 100%, but to a certain extent. So you will have to tell. So as far as carcinoma of the colon is concerned, you will have to tell them, if you see blood in the stool, you must come to us. You must come to some doctor and get it confirmed from where the blood is coming. Persistent changes in your bowel habits, how you poop, how you pass the stool. Talk to a healthcare provider if you have persistent constipation. If chronic constipation is there, you should go and meet your doctor. And or persistent diarrhea. either persistent constipation or persistent diarrhea. Or if you still need to poop after going to the bathroom, if you're going for passing stool, coming back and you still feel, you will have to again go for passing stool. Then this type of thing happens, then you think there is something wrong and you should go and meet the doctor, okay, of the area. Here, one more thing is there. Sometimes constipation and diarrhea, it is come in sequence. First constipation, then diarrhea, then again constipation, then again diarrhea. So it may be of any type of thing, either constipation only, chronic constipation, or chronic diarrhea, or constipation followed by diarrhea. Okay. Next thing will be abdominal pain. In layman term, we say belly pain. Belly pain with no known cause, that does not go away or hurts a lot. So if chronic type of pain is there, always some patient is feeling discomfort, it may not be very acute. Then also the patient must be cautious and go to the doctor to tell about this chronic abdominal pain. Many things may cause, as you know, many things may cause belly pain or abdominal pain, but it is always best to check with a healthcare provider, means doctor, if you have unusual or frequent belly pain, abdominal pain. And next is the bloated stomach. Like belly pain, there are many things that may make you feel bloated. Always you will feel there is distension of the abdomen, and even after passing the stool, you feel still it is distended. So that feeling is there. So if you have got like that, it is better to go and get it checked by the doctor. Otherwise, talk to a healthcare provider. If bloated belly lasts for more than a week, if it is okay in 2 to 3 days, no problem. But if it continues for a week or more, then you must go to the doctor. And even if it gets worse or have other symptoms like vomiting or blood in or on the poop, so either it is persisting for more than 7 days, or bloating may be there with other symptoms like vomiting or passing blood in the stool, then you must go to the doctor. Next is unexplained weight loss. There is no reason why I am losing my weight, why I am losing my weight. This is a noticeable drop in the body weight when patient is not trying to lose weight. That means patient is not fasting, patient is not trying to lose his weight by his own, but still there is loss of weight. And other people always ask, what has happened to you? You are looking so thin. Are you doing fasting or anything like that? Then you have no answer because you are not doing anything. So it is usually seen in right colon cancer. Unexplained weight loss is usually seen in right colon cancer. Right, I have already told you the ascending colon, hepatic flexor, and proximal 2/3 of the transverse colon, which have been developed from the midgut. Then vomiting may be there. Talk to a healthcare provider. If vomiting periodically means after 3 days, after 4 days, for no known reason, or if vomiting a lot in 24 hours. So both types of vomiting may be there. If you are persistently vomiting for 24 hours, immediately go to the doctor. Or if you are vomiting after 2 days, after 3 days, and it is going like that, you should go and see the doctor. Fatigue and feeling short of breath. So, what are these points I am telling you? So, you will have to take the history of the patient on these grounds. So, on these grounds, you will have to take the history of the patient. Fatigue and feeling short of breath. Patient becomes immediately tired if going up or if going on a long drive, or not drive, long walking. patient is in between feeling fatigue and there is breathlessness. These are symptoms of anemia. Unexplained anemia may be a sign of colon cancer seen commonly in right colon. So, cancer of the right colon, sometimes the patient presents with only vague things, fatigue, feeling short of breath. You are examining, you are seeing patient is too much anemic. But when you are going for different tests, you are not finding any cause of anemia, any cause of weakness, or any cause of shortness of the breath. So if you are not finding, then keep in mind there may be carcinoma of the right colon, and you will have to, but you should keep in mind that unexplained weight loss, unexplained fatigue, and feeling of shortness of breath, and anemia, features of carcinoma of the right colon. Then here only in overview I am telling you, latest treatment, somebody asked, what is the latest treatment in advanced cases of carcinoma of the colon? These two drugs are there, which had come in the market, cetuximab and panitumumab. These are available on the National Health Service of England for advanced bowel cancer. They are using it for advanced bowel cancer. With other drugs of the chemotherapy for the first time also, not waiting that it should be used in the last if no drug is giving relief to the patient. It is not like that. One of them may be used in the first lot only, along with other drugs of chemotherapy. Here there is a catch. If your bowel cancer cells have a normal RAS gene, then only these two drugs will help you. If RAS gene or RAS proteins, these are important for normal development. But if they become active, if RAS gene is normally present in the body, and they are important for normal development. But if these genes, RAS genes, become active, then this. Now, this was the overview of the carcinoma of the colon. I may take a few more minutes to give you one, just to make it more clear to you. We will show you the other slides. Flexor 2%,